It's down here that this boat starts to really open up and reveal just how spacious and amazing it really is. Over here we have a port cabin with 2 singles. Back here we have a VIP guest cabin with a double-sized bed. Over here we have a starboard cabin with 2 more singles, and at the back a full beam master stateroom. Let's check each one out one by one. This port cabin is kind of a transformer because it has 2 single beds, but at the press of a button they come together on a track and close up to become one fully featured double bed. Also we have a wardrobe, and my favourite is the door to the day head, which is what they call a bathroom around here. Here we are in the starboard cabin with double bunks, a great place to stack up your children. I was also talking to Chris from Riviera, who told me there's a second option here, which is you leave this wall out and you leave the beds out and you create a massive teenage gaming media retreat where you can play PlayStation 5 or 7 or 11 or whatever you're up to these days. Here we are in the VIP guest cabin, and just saying that is amazing. You've got a boat big enough to have a guest cabin, not just the cabin for the rest of the family. One of the things I love about this space is how wide it is. These beautiful windows reveal the ocean as you're sleeping, which I just love, and that sound, if you can hear it, of the water just lapping against the hull. A couple of other interesting things, plenty of storage space to actually leave your entire wardrobe right in there on both sides. Also, there's a television, and also there's a full-size bathroom with a shower just for the guests. What an absolutely beautiful place to just chill. Look at the view of the Newcastle Harbour. But also we're in the master stateroom, which has a full-sized queen bed, plenty of space around it, a full-size television, and loads of storage. So what's it like to live with this boat? Well, imagine that you're on a journey, a week or maybe even 2 as you go from Australia to New Zealand. No kidding, you can do that in this boat, and you're going to need a spot to stash all of your gear. Well, no problems. We've got twin wardrobes here, and we've got a set of 9 drawers just for this room down here. Normally we don't spend much time in the master head, but this one's worth a mention. What's so interesting? The space. This thing's like a bathroom in an apartment. It's got a beautiful sink, large shower, and of course the bathroom, but the door back here leads to the crew quarters and also the engine room, which we'll check out later. I'm standing in the utility room, which can also be configured as a crew quarters. At the moment, it's also a laundry with a washing machine and a dryer. But most importantly, it's got my favourite handle on the boat, which is this one that leads to the engine room. I love an engine room you can actually stand up in. It's quite spacious, actually.
Plenty of room in here.
Easy to get in and do maintenance, but maybe you could tell me some of the big moving pieces we're looking at.
Sure, Tim. Yeah, it's a fantastic engine room. There's a lot of space in here, very serviceable. To the outboard sides of the boats, we've got some fuel tanks. We've got what we call two wing tanks, port and starboard. They hold 2,000 litres each. Under our feet and going forward is another fuel tank of 1,500 litres. Behind us, Tim, are the 2 engines.
Absolutely beautiful, shiny engines. Tell me a little bit about them.
Yeah, the engines are V12, MAN is the brand. They work very well with us. They work very nicely in this particular boat. They're 1,550 horsepower. So each engine is 1,550 horsepower, yes. So,
and I think I'm seeing some generators and batteries.
Yeah, this boat's set up with 2 generators. We've got the main generator in front of us, and then to the side we've got a backup generator. But you can share the load between the 2. Behind us, beside the gyro, is a diesel plant, and so the boat holds 800 litres of water, but if that's getting a bit low, we're able to start that up and make some amazing fresh water. It's beautiful water.
And the last thing we can hear spooling down right now, that's the gyro we were talking about.
Correct, that's the gyro stabilisation. That's what keeps the boat nice and level, very comfortable for all your guests on board, and it does an amazing job, incredible job.
As you know, this show is all about actually living with these boats. We're not just walking through on a tour, let's use everything. In this case, let's use the galley and let's whip up a quick lunch salad. Now, I was going to make this for 2, but my very hungry crew of 17 or how many we have around here decided to get in the act, so we're going to try and make 4 portions. So let's get stuck in. Firstly, I've got some bowls, I've got some ingredients, I've got some fresh vegetables, but also a few things that I made at home before I brought them. They're tucked away here in Tupperware. So I have to grab a knife. I know this is pedantic, but I love to have my own knives. In this case, we'll use a big chopping one, as well as a paring knife. All right, terrific. So firstly, just grab a bit of lettuce and get it into the bowls. This particular salad has a whole bunch of ingredients, but we're going to ignore those. All right, here we go. Make sure that comes out. And we should get 4 portions pretty evenly. All right, terrific. Okay, great. Let's add some fresh ingredients. Let's start off with these cucumbers. If I was a professional chef, this would be quicker, but if I tried to do it quicker, there'd be blood on the floor. So let's just go slow, shall we? Okay, great. So on we go, spreading that out a little bit. All right, the salad begins. Now next, we have some great vegetables that I actually cooked up last night with this in mind. And these have actually got some beautiful spices and so forth on them to give this a little bit of robust flavour. Oh, I can already smell that. It just smells delicious. But I'll let the crew be the judge of that. All right, you can see we're almost already there. I'm going to grab just a smidgen of capsicum to give it that lovely red colour. Okay, good, and we'll just dice that up a little bit. That's what this big knife is great for. Okay, good. And on it goes. See how it just brings out that lovely red. Okay, good. Now, the last sneaky tricks. Mung beans. Starting to gather its feet, isn't it? Okay, good. And just to give it a little interesting kick, we've got this lovely organic sauerkraut, which just a little bit of that just on the top. It's starting to feel layered and exactly like we like it. To add a little bit of protein, I've brought along a little bit of chicken, which I already oven roasted, and this was prepared again with some spices, but also a little bit of garlic. For those in the crew who don't like garlic, speak now or forever hold your peace. Everyone's garlic friendly? Yes, good. Paul didn't hear, so if we get some garlic, so be it. A little bit of that just on the top. There's not that much, as I said. I was thinking for 2 portions, not 4. Okay, good. Now, you would think that that is a finished salad, but we still have a couple of layers to go. If we go to the fridge again, full-size fridge, love this. This is a sesame sauce. That's actually a Japanese sauce. It's absolutely fantastic. And the final touch is a little bit of sesame seed. Like so. And there you have it. I don't know how many minutes that was, but grab a fork, get stuck in. Let's see what the crew thinks of this meal. And that is how easy it is to cook in the galley on such a spacious galley on a boat like this. So there you have it, an amazing day on an extraordinary boat, the Riviera 64. Please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. Also click on that little bell so that we can let you know when the next episode is coming out. And that's all for this episode of the Big Boat Adventure.